Looks like we're live. Hey everyone, good afternoon. How are you? Hope everything's going well for you. You know what? I had my doggone notes here, and for some reason, now I can't find them. Has that ever happened to you? Looking for your notes and you can't find them? Like what the hey did I do with stuff that I was going to talk about? Oh, I got it. I got it. Hey, y'all. It's Carol J. Dunlop, your online wild strategist and five-time best-selling author. How you doing on this Friday, cold Friday afternoon? Oh, my gosh. It is cold, cold. I just told my husband, you need to turn up the heat in this place. I mean, not that much. You know, we're trying to save. So let me really quickly, looks like I'm on. Let me turn down this volume. Make sure. There we go. We are here. We're here. It's good. It's good. So I hope everybody is doing well today, and hope things are going well. So, whew, before I get started, let me just tell you, let me just show you. I got on this She's a Fighter shirt, and if you've been watching me all month, you know that this is October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm wearing this shirt because I am an 11-year survivor of breast cancer, and I'm here to. God, my ring keeps hitting this thing. I am here to remind you to check your boobies, whether you're a man, woman, was a man, was a woman, was a whatever, doesn't matter, because if you have breast tissue, you could get breast cancer. Men get it too. Women, we get it. I had it, and I don't have any history of breast cancer in my family at all. I'm the sole one person who had it. I got the cancer. I drew the cancer lottery stick, as we kind of like to say. But anyway, I want you to go check things out. If you feel anything, feel your breast, you feel a lump, go to the doctor, get it checked out. If you have some kind of intuition saying this just doesn't feel quite right, something feels like it's up, it probably is. It's your intuition. So go get it checked out at the doc, because as I have said all this month, I would not wish cancer on my worstest enemy. It is something else. But I'm glad I'm here. Other people are not. So let's get going what we're going to talk about. So last Friday I talked about, I didn't look at my time thing. 113. Let me write this down. I usually don't go past it, but I just want to make sure, because I don't like to stay on here long, and I just want to make sure I keep track of time. You got things to do on Friday, don't you? I do. So last week I talked about cannibalizing keywords and how you want to have one specific keyword for each page or each post, and you don't want to have more than one keyword that you're trying to rank for on like more than one page on your website. And I kind of hinted at what I'm talking about right now, and that's internal links. So internal links um, really has to do with linking to the different pages on your website. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. I'm going to break it down so it'll be easy. But I kind of feel like last week was kind of probably confusing to some people if you have never thought about cannibalizing your pages on your website. You never thought about how am I going to rank for Google. So all this goes together. So I'm going to stay on this stream topic for a while so you can get your website stuff together, girlfriend and boyfriend. All right, so we're talking about today very few internal links. What are internal links? Internal links are when you have a page. Just think about, it's probably going to be easier to think about a blog post having internal links than anything else. So let's talk about a blog post and you have internal links. It means that you have some word that you're looking at, and today we're going to go with the usually do chefs. We're going to do a baker. We're going to do a baker. And on this blog post that you're doing, you talk about different kinds of cakes that you bake, and you showcase them. And you have a link. You're like, oh, okay, I showed a recipe to a cake that I baked, and I want to show this recipe, or I want to either show the actual cake that I did because I took a picture, I talked about it, it was for a client. So I put this link on the page, and it links to another page on my site. That is an internal link. You can have external links, which are a link that you put on your website that links to other sites. It links outside of your site. But today we're talking about internal links, keeping it all in the family, so to speak. right? So why are internal links important? It really has to do with ranking on Google, making Google happy, giving Google some juice so that they will come to you and say, hey, you're awesome. You have a lot of topics, a lot of subjects, a lot of content around the topics that you want to talk about. And I'm going to explain to you very simply, and I know you're going to be able to understand this, how you can get different subjects around your pillar content and your topics and put it all together and make it seem like it's not crazy out there. You're just writing about anything. You are very strategic. You know what you're writing about, and you know that you're writing for the Google man out there so he can come and say, oh, you're awesome, and I'm going to show this content to some people who are looking for just this. All right. So that's why it's important. The more Google juice you get, the more Google can look at you and say, hey, good job, I like it. The more people they're going to send your way. The more people they send your way, the more leads you're going to have. The more leads you have, the more opportunities you have to actually get those clients, right? So it's a numbers game. I want a lot of people who are my ideal, perfect clients that I want to work with to know about what I'm writing about, the content that I'm creating so they can come over to my website, read my stuff, consume it, say it's awesome, get on my list, and then eventually become a client. Because that's what this is all about. It's all about making money. It's all about getting clients. It's all about getting leads that convert to clients that give you money to live the lifestyle you want. Okay? Now that we got that done. All right, so how do you do this internal link things and how do you create it? So first of all, we're going to think about pillar content. Pillar content is the core content you're going to talk about on your website, the core subjects you're going to have. Well, not even subjects. Let's see to make sure that I'm doing this right. The core information. Let's just say information. I use subjects in another breakdown here, so I don't want to get you confused. I'll get myself confused. The core content you're going to have on your website, and it's going to be about these pillars. So the pillars are the top level of the content that you're going to write about. And so you need to have 4 to 7, 4 to 7 different topics that you're going to write about and that you're going to drill down on and get really nitty gritty on. Okay, you understand me? So then under those pillars, you're going to have subjects that you write about. And under those subjects, you're going to write about different things that relate to the pillars that you have. Understand? Okay. So how can you break this down? So let's think about, and I didn't think of this, but someone broke this down for me a long time ago when we were talking about referrals. I used to work with PowerCore. I used to be a member of PowerCore. I was like, what was I? The chief, I guess it would be called the chief fund officer now, because I met and greeted everyone who was there, who came into PowerCore. And we met, I remember so well, every Wednesday morning, 7 a.m. every week. And I got a lot of clients out of that. So let's think about your business as, let's see. Yeah, let's think about your business. It's in a box, right? Like in a room. Your business is in a room. It's actually on the website. There's a hub on the site, but it's in a room. Inside that room are file cabinets. And in these file cabinets are information that you can talk about that people will want to know more about. It's information or content that you're going to put out there on the web so people can consume it. Okay, so we're going to take one file cabinet. So we're talking about bakers. One file cabinet that a baker would most likely talk about are cakes. So that's the whole file cabinet. Everything in that file cabinet is all about cakes. Now guess what else is inside of a file cabinet? Drawers, right? You reach in, you pull out a drawer, you look at the information. Each drawer is, yeah, you reach in and pull out the information. There's a drawer for each topic that you want to cover, right? So when you pull out that drawer, what do you have in that drawer? File folders. File folders are the subjects. See why I didn't want to use this word earlier. The subjects that you're actually going to write about on the topic that's inside of the file cabinet. Remember, we have a file cabinet, we have drawers that we pull out, and when we look at the drawer, there are folders in there, and we're going to reach in and pull out a folder, and the folders hold the subjects that we're going to talk about. All right, so you can look at your pillar. One of your pillars or your file cabinet is about cakes. The drawers, one of your drawers is about decorative cakes. So we're opening this drawer in the cake pillar, and we're looking at the decorative cakes drawer. And in the decorative cakes drawer, guess what's in there? There are file folders in there that are different breakdowns of decorative cakes. One could be a birthday cake, anniversary cake, a baby shower. And then when we pull out that folder, too bad I don't have a folder I could pull out and show you and kind of talk about it. Do I have one? No, not right offhand, but pull out a folder, and we could talk about different subjects that are in that folder. So we got one that's birthday cakes. What do we say about birthday cakes? Maybe they are baked differently. They only are baked at this one temperature and why. Maybe their batter is different, or maybe they have a birthday cake is, going to have some birthday candles on it. Where can you get your candles? Where can you get your decorations? What kind of decorations can you use? Are the decorations different on a birthday cake, an anniversary cake, and a bridal shower? So you got me? So you got birthday cake, we got anniversary, and we got bridal shower, right? So I'm thinking that you can assume, and this is a good time to assume, you can assume that some of the stuff that you're talking about in the birthday cake thing is going to relate to the anniversary cake, which is going to also relate inside of the special occasion cake. So what can you do? You can internally link one of these articles to the other. You got me? That's internal linking. So you're writing an article, let's say, about favorite birthday cakes for a 5-year-old, right? And you're talking about maybe where to get the decorations for the cake, what can go with the cake, how many people can eat the cake. So if you write another article about anniversary cakes, the subject might be a little bit different, like what's the best anniversary cake that you can make for someone who's on the difference between the 2-year anniversary, 10-year, 25, 50, right? So you may have some information like it's similar to what you would go look for decorations at the same place that you would go look for something at the for the birthday cake. So you're gonna internally link the article from the anniversary cake to the birthday cake, and you can probably link the article from the birthday cake to the anniversary cake and the birthday cake to the special occasion cake. So what does this do? And I don't want you to be confused. You're actually, instead of writing that stuff all over again and explaining everything all over again, just link to the other article so that people can click on it and go get that information. That's what you're doing. So, but what else you're doing is you are gaining some Google juice because you're keeping the people on your website. That's what internal links will do for you. They will keep people on your website because if your stuff is interesting enough and they want to read it, they're going to click a link and see what else you're writing about that's pertaining to this subject. Now remember, we only opened one drawer, right? And we have a couple of different folders. Yep. Yes. We have a couple of different folders in that drawer, but they're all kind of interrelated to each other. Now, here's a caveat. So suppose we open another drawer for a baker, and this would be equipment, right? And in that drawer about equipment, there's different equipment. There may be the mixing bowl, the spatulas, the type of oven you're going to use, that type of thing. Well, you guessed it, you can actually link some information in that article back to maybe the birthday cake or the anniversary cake or the special occasion cake, because you're probably going to talk about some of the same things because you're a baker and you bake cakes. You bake different types of cakes. You may bake cookies. You may link some articles about the cookies back to the cake stuff because something may relate. So you get what I'm going? It's like a all roads lead to Rome. I always say that about your website. All roads should lead back to your website. Well, those little state roads or roads that don't have a name will all lead to each other. You see what I'm saying? So in each article that you write, each blog post, you should have at least two internal links that are linking back to your other content that's on your site. Now, you don't want to fill up your whole, like one blog post and have like 20 or 30 internal links. That's just ridiculous. Really, I would get sick of that. I'm like, what's going on? You know, two is good, at least two. You may go for three, maybe four. Now we're talking about internal links, but at least two. What this does is this shows Google that you know your stuff. You've written about the stuff before, and you are the authority, so you have more authority inside in other articles. Now, the reason that you may not be getting the Google juice you want is because you either have no internal links at all, like every article, every page is standing on its own. It doesn't link to the other. It acts like it's like, don't touch me. Don't come around me. I don't want to be. No, it's a family. Every blog post, every page, everything that's on your website is part of a family. We're in this all together. Remember in 2020, we're all in this together. Everybody stay home, drop the curve, whatever. But still, on your website, we're all in this together. All your pages should interlink to each other so that when someone comes to your website and they start reading your pages and or your blog posts, they're going to be in this intricate little thing of, oh, I can get in more information if I click this link. I can get information if I click this link. Oh, and this is going to lead me back. You want them stuck, just really seriously stuck on your website for as long as you can get them stuck on your website, because guess what? That means your Google juice goes up, and Google is saying, oh my gosh, they got these people stuck. The dwell time on this site is ridiculous. We need to send more people because this site is an authority. So that is indeed how you become an authority with Google, Bing, and Yahoo, all the rest of them. How you get more people to your site, how you get more Google juice, how you get more leads that can turn into clients so you can make the money that you want and live the lifestyle that you want. So if you want a primer, or rather a planner that is going to help you do all that, I want you to go to my website, csicorporation.com/planner. Download our WOW website planner, which will tell you all about how you can create your own WOW website. That's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for joining in. Remember, check your boobies. Feel anything crazy? Go to the doctor. I will see you in